Stop recording. Perfect. All right. So you played the remake of Trials of Mana, but did you play the original Secret of Mana? Yeah.
Secret of Evermore may be a better.
So Asane mentioned Secret of Evermore as a game, so I added that to my rotation of games that I will play on stream at some point. Because I actually never played Secret of Evermore either. I actually hadn't heard of it. But he said it's very similar to Secret of Mana. Hey, Asane! Speaking of Asane, you should, when we make our new characters, you should join us for, dungeons in this.
It'll be hopefully today, right?
Might be, and if it is today, then I will probably have to resub the game, because I'll need to make a new character. Piamet is not involved, and she will never be involved, as she hates this game.
I'll never be involved in anything that I ever do.
Except Raider. But, yeah, we
Player tank so I can quit.
Never! I was telling Insane last night, I will never let Piamet heal or tank ever again.
I'm calling right now, I probably next expansion, I don't know if I'll be.
I don't know if I'll be ready next expansion.
It's like I enjoy it, but I've discovered that it's been such a long time where I only enjoy it for like the fun that I'm having with the people that I'm with, that I'm not like that interested in actually doing it.
That's what I was saying last night. Is yes, I want to kill the bosses. That's true, but at the same time, I have far more fun just playing with you guys and riffing while we're doing it than actually killing the boss.
Also, I feel like honestly, Final Fantasy isn't a game.
In general, you should have access to the Empire's systems.
Our techs are hacked in and ready. Now let's see where the Imperial Guard's been hiding. Imperial Guard orders are being transmitted from the Museum Republica. Looks like they want to hit us where it hurts. That rules out aerial bombardment, or a major assault. One stray grenade could destroy centuries of history.
Does the Imperial Guard have any weaknesses?
They're isolated from the rest of the Empire. They only answer to their commanding officer. These dispatch orders come from Commander Tainer, head of the Imperial Guard. Commander's the one with the battle plan. If something happened to him, it would take time for the Imperial Guard to adjust.
I mean, if they're as good as they say, then it wouldn't take all that much time.
To catch them off guard.
An hour, maybe less. But that's all the time I'd need to take out their men in Axel Park. If the commander's smart, he'll post a few men at the door and hide the rest in the museum. Move fast and stay sharp. The Museum Republica's collection dates back to the founding. Spare anything you can from the crossfire.
I'm here to fight, not collect trinkets.
Those trinkets are Republic history. You might not value them, but others do. Get inside the museum and find the commander. I'll send reinforcements as soon as I can.
I don't think all MMO content is terrible. I happen to like most MMO content. It's just I like playing with certain people more, and I like avoiding other people as well. Which is why I don't do pug content usually.
Well, the thing I was going to say is that Final Fantasy doesn't seem to be that the rating in Final Fantasy for us at least doesn't seem to be that kind of game where you're like, oh man, are we gonna? It's 1% left. Are we gonna make it before the enrage? It's like if you did it right, you're gonna win.
Yeah,
But
that's.
you know ahead of time, you're probably like not gonna kill it.
The
by like 5%, you're like, oh.
1 second.
Sometimes it's pretty close, but usually
Demon.
I'm like, oh, we did it. Okay, great job, guys. At like 4%.
Yeah. Demon Sword, you said you can't wait for PWI. What's PWI?
Pacific Northwest International.
Is this something that I should know? That's what I'm wondering. Anyway, I'm keenly interested because My brain is drawing a blank. Power Rangers. Infinite. Go Go Power Rangers. That's good. I like it. To be real though, I wouldn't mind a good Power Ranger game. Like a Power Ranger turn-based RPG would be awesome. Like where you play as all 5 Rangers. Like we know.
Power Rangers game is the one.
The what?
The one back in the day for like Super Nintendo.
They did come out with one called Into the Grid or something like that. That's supposed to be decent.
Best Power Rangers movie, the most recent reboot.
Oh yeah, I like the reboot. I thought it was good.
I watched it. It was a great. It's a really really great plane movie.
Yeah, like as usual, people fucking complained like crazy about it, but I actually liked the new Power Ranger movie.
It was a fun take on. Like you can't just do the same thing again. Like people always say they want the same thing, but then if they get that, they're like, oh, this is. So like a remake should be like something different. Change it up a little bit.
Chroma Squad is a Perfect World International is what Demon So Cosplay plays.
I remember Perfect World.
Yeah, I actually never played that. Well, no, I played the opening of it, but never got further than that. That could be interesting.
I like the Secret World because you could start for certain like organizations. You could start in a place, and I was like, this is literally actually Manhattan. Like, you know how when you play the Division, you're like, oh, I've been to some of these places. Like they're relatively close to what they could have been in real life.
Yeah.
But in Secret World, I was like, I know where this is. But of course, it was like very like heavily instanced, so it's not like you could run around Manhattan. But like that one spot was pretty accurate.
I really want to do the Division 2.
That's a game that like if it's still, I don't know if Secret World still exists, but that's a game I would play in Europe. Because here's the reason Secret World is interesting, and I know it's not perfect, but Secret World was interesting because it had an in-game browser, like internet thing that you can use to like find stuff out for quests. Which is such a cool idea.
I think there are still servers for it. I seem to recall seeing something about it on Steam recently, but I'd be up for playing Secret World.
It's such a fun idea. I remember I played it when it first came out or when it was in beta or something with my friend Teresa. And it was so much fun.
Yeah, I'd be down to play that. Saint says, Chroma Squad is a tactical RPG about 5 stunt actors who decide to quit their jobs and start their own Power Rangers-inspired TV show. Cast actors, purchase equipment, and upgrade for your studio, craft weapons, and giant mechas out of cardboard and duct tape. See, that sounds awesome. It does. But I want an actual Power Rangers RPG. It could play like fucking South Park, the Fractured Butthole, even.
The Fractured Butthole.
The Fractured Butthole.
What does this have to do with buttholes? It's about them getting back together.
I am really excited for the next South Park game because they have 3 more games coming out.
I still need to go back and finish the first one.
Stick of Truth?
I was playing as the Jew.
The Jew.
Such a great.
I just heard the Piamet. I'm gonna fucking shit, and I'm like, holy shit, is Piamet actually in my stream during Star Wars? But no, it's just a saying doing the wintry bow emote. Oh, look, silly. This guy's just walking by like he thinks he's cool. But yeah, like, a turn-based Power Ranger RPG could be super awesome, but you know what else would be awesome? A Dark Souls style game where you play as the Power Rangers.
A Dark Souls style game?
Not Dark Souls, Darksiders.
Dark Souls?
I mean, a Dark Souls could be good, I guess. I mean, each of the Power Rangers has a unique weapon that you could employ.
I would use the flute.
Yeah, the flute dagger that the Green Ranger has.
I would only use the flute.
Only the flute side of it. Like that video you sent me recently.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I thought it was so, as a kid, I always thought it was so dumb how he just stands there going, playing that damn flute, and they're just like watching him do so, and they could just shoot him.
You must be Commander Tainer.
And you're the reason half my guardsmen aren't responding. I've been waiting a long time.
We're beating up the Imperial Guard.
The Republic must be doing well.
How did you know the Republic would send me?
You thought to conquer Corellia unnoticed. The Imperial Guard has no interest in Corellia or the Republic's claim. Our men in the field were sent to challenge you. The Emperor is aware of your presence. Your interference can no longer be allowed.
The Emperor sent you here to kill me?
I imagine our next objective will be to retake Axial Park. But first things first. Those who challenge the Imperial Guard challenge the Emperor himself.
Yeah, that's nice.
Wait, I thought we were challenging the Emperor himself just by fighting back. Oops, I just tried to interrupt nothing by accident. Eat shit, Commander Tainer. Yeah, no worries, Sin. Hang on, I'll ask this after.
Countless worlds. Countless armies. All here. We are an extension of the Emperor's power. He cannot be defeated. I cannot be defeated.
You're full of yourself.
I swore an oath of loyalty to the Emperor. To break it is unforgivable. My mistakes cannot go unpunished. Kill me.
You had this coming. Your honor has nothing to do with it.
I embrace it nonetheless.
Dead.
Yes, sir. I'll relay the message. General Aves apologizes for our timing, but it looks like we weren't needed. Secure the museum. The general requests that you meet him back at the command bunker ASAP.
We arrived just after the battle, like always. I mean, if he gives you the option, I think supposed to is out the window. As either option is acceptable. I like how the guy shows up there and is like, apologies for our late. It was like, literally every NPC in this game shows up late. Literally everyone. Anyway, Demon Sword cosplay. You said Perfect World International has some quality of life upgrades that you're looking forward to. What are those ones that you're looking forward to? Because I'm curious. I never really got into Perfect World International. I always considered it to be like one of those like random ass MMOs that were made that were kind of shoddy in quality that just got pumped out. But I might be wrong on that.
It's not your time.
Didn't Ion get a reboot as well?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, silly. The Division 2 is one a game I do want to play with you guys on, on Community Day. But I wanted to go with what you guys voted on, so. What? Oh, you guys voted on Guild Wars 2. Let's make our way up here and through the building and then to that quest near the top. Not so much record in life, just the fact that it's coming to console. Oh, that's right, yeah. No, not here. So you don't have to access, since you don't have access to the laptop or the PC anymore. Yeah, it's funny because Silly's moving more towards his PC than the console, and you're going more towards the console than the PC. Kind of sucks that FF11's not accessible via console anymore. Though I suppose you could probably play it on the Steam Deck. If you could program it properly. Silly, do you want a Steam Deck?
Oh, what?
A Steam Deck.
I don't even know what that is. I think I have an idea of what it is.
It's-
a Steam product.
It's a portable machine that plays Steam games. The games on
It's a
your Steam
portal
account.
machine?
Portable.
Portal machine.
I guess technically it's a portal into all of your Steam games.
You know what they say, as Gabe Newell once said, now look, man, what the world is.
It's true. We will never see Portal 3 or Half-Life 3.
Here, are you gonna go back to WoW to play as a dragon?
See, I was considering it, but then I was like,
It's really fun, but I'm not doing it. I'm tired of it.
like, I don't really want to invest the money in Dragonflight. I might pick the expansion up, but at this point I'm leaning no. I actually still haven't finished the story for 6.1 in Final Fantasy 14. I should probably go do that.
Yeah, I'm like, I think I'm pretty close, but I'm not sure if I am. Actually,
It
I think
is
I'm doing something else.
not even that I'm not interested in it. It's just I've been waiting for Shitamet, and she keeps not
Why?
wanting to.
No.
Because she'll bitch and moan if I don't.
Then you just global mute her owners,
I should just global mute her anyway.
just in general.
There's a turn in here. All right, we're back in town, so let me go sell stuff real quick. Where is an NPC to sell stuff? I don't see one on the fucking map. Maybe there are no NPCs in this game. Let me know if you see an NPC that sells stuff. Or buy stuff. Okay, so Demon Sword, what are you playing in your spare time right now? I can't believe they put no vendors here. That's super rude. Alright. Wait, is that a vendor over there? Nope, that is just a gold elite. Alright, well, let's go turn this quest in and then head to the next area. Oh wait, no, that's a heroic mission. Keep getting my hopes up. Playing Conan just because you have it and so many hours at work right now.
Conan's a good game.
You arrived just in time to witness the final troop deployment into Axial Park. The Empire's making a last stand. It might get messy, but we can hold our ground. I must have called my men at least 3 times to verify Commander Tainer's death.
I'm good. What can I say?
I wouldn't have sent you in there if I didn't think you could make it out. Axial Park under control. Capital Square is just a tram ride away. We've already started planning our offensive. The legislature will be our primary target. The Empire's turned it into a fortress. It'll take more than firepower to get inside.
I like that dice you sent me.
What is the legislature exactly?
Seat of Corellian government. Imperial officers, the Corellian Council, and everyone else who started this little war are holed up inside. Cole Kantaris is familiar with the legislature's security from his days in the Council Guard. He'll be our best starting point. You'll find Captain Kantaris in the Council Guardhouse in Capital Square. He should be able to brief you.
Alright guys, Capital Square should be the last area of
This
this
information could
planet.
be wrong.
If that's the case, we'll go to the Counselor. But we can't go in blind. I'll get back to troop deployment. When we know our next move, my men will be ready.
Demon Sword says he's currently working 16 hours a day, 4 days a week. That is a lot. What do you do if you don't mind me asking? What makes a living for Demon Sword cosplay? I have been not working. I recently worked like 20 days straight because I had to work 2 weekends in a row, and that wasn't fun. But I have been stressing out at work because they gave a new process and didn't really test the process. They were just like, you're doing this now, and it hasn't been working, and it's been holding up the business on on getting some important things that they need, and it's been falling back on me because it's not working. I'm like, I didn't design this process. I only activate the process because I'm the only person awake at midnight. You're the person in charge of shipping at a textile mill? Ah. The man in charge. Alright, any vendors over here? This looks like a Republic area. There's no vendors over here. Because why would there be? How about in here? Ah, there's a stim vendor. Okay, dude.
Chuba da Maxa.
Hachuba Damaxa, I agree. Oh, I had a lot of junk to sell apparently. Oh, hang on to those, sell that. Okay, hang on to that. Silly, if someone walked up to you and was like, Hachuba Damaxa, what would you say to them? Many of these I can just give to my NPC dude. Clear. Let's see here. Hang on, gotta hop off my mount. No influence gain, no influence gain. Hang on, I can have that.
Incredibly generous gift. I'm honored. I will put this to good use.
He'll put this to good use.
Put this to good use.
Apparently,
Thank
fucking
you, sir.
a gourmet ration pack is a large influence gain with M14X.
Thank you, sir.
There we go. Now we got lots of space available. Okay. Did you already hop on the train?
Yeah.
Okay. Where have we gone? All the way over there. Uptown tram. Living in an uptown world. I just got my video muted again. All those hours of overtime came in handy today. You had to have brakes and rotors replaced all the way around your truck. Ah. I remember my dad had a ball bearing brake on his van. That was not fun to replace. What? Man, I remember I was making a gummy ship in Kingdom Hearts 3 and P shows up and is like, that's a penis. Hey, Jeremy. Your name kind of blended in with all the other green on my bot here. The Pokemon community game Demon Sword cosplay and Lord Inquisitor Gabranth. While not all the same color green, they're very, very slightly different shades.
Same.
You work hard enough 3 weeks, you paid someone else to do it, so it costs $1,300. Oh, hang on, I'm gonna go here. Sergeant Volos. I'm leading Corsair commandos to push back Imperial forces, but they're dug in with heavy artillery support. We're getting our tails handed to us.
Fight harder, Sergeant. Make those casualties mean something.
Republic High Command is rallying forces to take back the sector, and Corsair's doing its part. We're just not equipped to handle heavy artillery. Your team looks like it could handle anything. If you can disable those mortar cannons and crack the Empire's forward lines, we'll do the rest.
be honored to lend a hand.
I'll tell my men reinforcements have arrived. Report back when it's safe to move out. Good luck. So, Demon Sword, replacing those parts on your truck, is that something that you could do on your own, though? I mean, don't get me wrong, I fully understand not wanting to do it yourself, since, you know, you're fucking tired from your normal job. I get that. But, that's not something I'd be able to do. I don't have enough knowledge on vehicles to do that. Nor is it knowledge on vehicles I want to get. Just tell them you won't. Show interest and then just be like, alright, I'm not doing this.
It's not your time.
Major, good work. Captain Ferris's crews have already touched down with the safecrackers in the 53rd Armored. They're approaching the Bastion now. Our strategy has unfolded perfectly. Now, it's time to put the final phase into motion.
Are we ready to hit the Bastion with everything we've got?
Not yet, but we will be soon.
Oh.
Before the full assault can begin, your team must complete 2 final objectives. The first is to block General Racton's communications. Once Havoc has placed signal jammers at key locations outside the Bastion walls, we can cut off all comm traffic.
Hopefully this will minimize any surprise Imperial backup.
Hopefully it will prevent Imperial backup entirely. When the jammers are in position, Havoc can proceed to the second objective, breaching the Bastion gate. The gate is effectively impervious to frontal assault, so you'll need to commandeer an Imperial crawler tank and use it to pass through undetected.
Consider it done, General.
Scouts have spotted a crawler operating at these coordinates with a minimal escort. It's your best bet. Once you've ridden the walker through the Bastion gate, you'll secure the gate controls, then contact me via holo to begin the final assault. Is everything clear?
Plant jammers outside the gate. Hijack the crawler. Secure the gate controls. Clear?
Time is tight. That crawler won't be in the field forever. Set your jammers and get there as quickly as possible. Don't let anything slow you down. Dismissed, and good luck.
Garza clearly has never had a Twitch chat before. If anything can slow me down, it's Twitch chat. It's silly chat. Oh wow, it's only 2. I feel like so much time has passed already. Alright, where are we going? We are going way over there. Alright. Coolio. So aside up from Guild Wars 2 and hopping on Elden Ring and discovering that you are crashing all the time in the game, what have you been playing, Silly?
I've been playing off and on the Xenoblade DLC, Xenoblade 2 DLC, and watching TV.
So, I obviously haven't played Xenoblade 2 yet, but a lot of people either really, really love Xenoblade 2 and say it's better than the first game, or they say it's not as good as the first game and is heavily fan servicey. Which do you think? Which camp do you fall into?
They just don't want women to have boobs. Is the problem.
I mean,
it is fan servicing. Like, yes, there are a lot of half-naked people running around, but the story is good. The gameplay is pretty good. I think the DLC gameplay is more interesting, but it also is a little bit more frustrating because it's faster paced, and the problem is, like, if you want to be, so there are like things where you want to level your characters like stats, and to do that they have to do a certain thing a certain number of times. But the problem is the computer is a lot faster at doing that thing, and it can't. So like in Xenoblade, there's this thing called like a driver combo. And the driver combo is break, topple, launch, smash, right?
mm-hmm.
And so your character, it's like be part of do a smash 5 times, and it's like you get them to topple, then they launch, and to smash in that game you have to swap characters. So you're ready. You're ready. You're like, all right, they're gonna launch. I knock them down. They're gonna launch it. Then I'm gonna smash. And they launch it. And as soon as you do that, the other character switches and smashes. And you're like, no.
And now when you say the DLC, that's Torna the Golden Country?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dookie's been playing that recently too, so.
It's a good one. I've enjoyed it. I think that there were things about it that could have done better. I mean, I get the idea behind why they did it the way they did, but they could have made it easier to get, like, lower the requirements for the different community levels, because I felt like every time I got to a spot, it wasn't a natural progression. Like, I wouldn't have minded if there were lots of quests to do while I was getting to that point.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had like one quest to do or two maybe, but like the way they structure it, you kind of have to stop for a while and do a bunch of side quests. And like, there are points at which that makes sense. Like, there's things that happen in the story and you're like, okay, we have to help fix this thing. And that's okay, I guess, but like, don't make it take forever. Like, I did every possible side quest I could do, and I still had to do side quests for like 3 hours to like get to the next point where I could continue.
I remember Chocobo making a similar statement that there was a little too much grinding of it required, and it was kind of upsetting him, and he didn't want to do it.
Yeah, like I don't mind it, but like they could have made it less arduous. They could have had fewer of them, you know, or like lower the requirements a little bit. So like I don't want to do side quests for 3 hours.
Yeah, I get that.
Like just make it like a little bit easier, and I would have been fine with it. And I'm still fine with it, but like,
yeah,
it's been fun though. I like because the idea behind it is like this person was very fun. They did a lot of things to help people, and they became very fun.
I hear.
And it's an interesting story because you're playing it after you've played the events of Xenoblade Chronicles 2, so you know what happens.
Yeah.
Like, you have an idea of what happens at least.
Is it the same character? Hang on.
It is.
We've got trouble. You remember Councilor Balos?
Captain Kantaris tells me the Republic's on their way here. You can't attack the legislature yet. The Empire's taken control of the Ion Wall, Corellia's most powerful defense system. They're planning to use it against the Republic.
This would have been nice to know earlier.
This thing's news to me, too. Apparently, it wasn't something the Council Guard needed to know about.
The Ion Wall was only intended to be used during an invasion. It's a weapon of last resort. But I have the codes. Why not turn it on the legislature's defenses instead?
Won't the Empire expect a counterattack?
They've been led to believe it's an impossibility. First, you'll need to point the Iron Wall's emitters at the legislature. They've been concealed inside statues around Capitol Square. Once the emitters are realigned, the Ion Wall can be activated. The controls are located inside intra-Corellian intelligence.
That's the catch. Intra-Corellian intelligence was one of the first places the Empire took over. It'll be crawling with Imperials.
Can we sneak inside somehow?
No chance. It's an intel bureau. For all we know, the Empire's listening to this comm call right now.
Imperials aren't the only danger, I'm afraid. Several members of the Dark Council arrived in Capitol Square a few days ago. One of them, Darth Acheron, was dispatched to intra-Corellian intelligence to keep the Ion Wall safe. You'll have to get past him.
By helping us, you're crossing the Dark Council, too.
I'm well aware. I hope this proves to you that I'm truly on the Republic's side. I should go. There's a secure line from inter-Corellian intelligence to my office. Contact me once you've activated the Ion Wall.
The guardhouse is still linked to the legislature. We can't control their defenses, but we can tell when they go down. I'll get Corsac and the Republic into position. The minute you activate the Ion Wall, we attack.
How convenient that multiple members of the Dark Council are in town when we are.